Truck's coming this way, be ready to run, but I don't think it's going. I think he's going to have a hard time pulling it to the right. I'm afraid he's going to wipe out that tree right beside it. That's a cherry tree that he's cutting. Wild cherry. Like the cabinets up at this house up here. That redwood.
At Stacy's?
Yeah. That's wild cherry. Yeah. Those red cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of tree this is. The one right beside of it is a birch, and the one right beside of it to the right is a white oak. And that big one in the way back here,
yeah,
that's a red oak.
How can you tell?
I just know what they are.
Well, see there he says there's this wedge thing, right?
Yep, there's his wedge. So you gotta wedge it so that's gonna wanna fall that way. You know what I mean? Like cut a wedge in it so once he cuts it off, then he'll cut. Now he'll bore in, he'll leave a little bit of a hinge. He won't go clear to the wedge, but he'll bore straight in. Then leave a little bit of a hinge right behind the wedge. And then he'll cut the clear back, and then he'll come in from the back and cut the trigger. And whenever he cuts the trigger, he's going to bore straight in. Now he's cutting all the middle of it off. So you have a hinge, you have a notch with a little bit of wood still holding along the back of the notch. That's where the two come together. And then he's going to cut all that out, and then he'll cut the back. And whenever he does that, then it'll just hinge right at the hinge. I don't know. He's going to have a hard time pulling it that way, and hopefully it does, and not doesn't wipe out that birch tree.
Look at that branch there.
Yeah, that's a cherry tree.
How can you tell it's like that?
Jesus, I just know my trees. A lot of time, I guess. I don't know. Yeah? I'd like you to. So he's boring in. Cherry tree's got all the sun on the side. Look at all that red sawdust coming out of there.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say this tree was?
It's a cherry. Like the cherries that you eat, except it's not that kind of tree. It's a wild cherry.
What's the difference?
This doesn't really have big cherries on it. It's just a wild cherry. Get it out of there. Now he's going to cut the trigger. Now he has the whole middle board out, and he has his wedge in there. He has his hinge. Now he's going to cut in from the back and cut the trigger. And then it'll fall. And then it'll fall.
How many pounds are in there?
Here's the trigger. See how it twisted? It's solid.
Didn't take out that. It went right in the middle of both these ends.
Always look above you. Make sure there's nothing hanging gonna fall on you. You know what I mean? Nice solid chair.
Good tree. That's a pretty dark wood there.
That's pretty nice.
Okay.
So here, Tommy,
I
look.
split a little bit here on my sapwood. That's cool. Had a
Pulled
little
a
bit
little.
of fiber pull.
Not
That
too
ain't
bad.
bad.
So here, Tommy, he cut his wedge in.
My hinge, I bitched up my hinge when I come in
Here's
this
the
side. I
hinge.
cut my hinge off on here. That was bad. That hinge should have went all the way across. I did 2 bore cuts. I bored in on the low side first. Worked the low side of the tree first. Bored in, and I bored in this way. That had my release back here. When I motioned to you, all I had
Cutting the
was
trigger.
the
hinge
tree
there.
was held on the hinge and held with the trigger.
So then whenever it cut, it just goes right down.
You're not chasing it. I used to chase them. I used to cut this, and then I chased it, and as it went, I was chasing it. Tree split, and I'm staying in there fighting it because I don't want this to split. See, I pulled fiber here. That's not.
See, you pulled that out, so like those boards right there will be a little bit weird.
Well, yeah.
It won't be bad.
They'll
but-
deduct me a little bit, but I'll cut this first log at 8 foot 6 inches. Tommy can take a piece of this